Hello and welcome back everyone, this is Snoopy9000 again, and today we've got another episode of the Epic Mastery Analysis series here, and we're going to see Mark 2909, certainly one of the best players you could possibly see, if not the best. And yeah, he's on his T95 E6, some tank that has very good gun depression of 10 degrees and does have better mobility than the E5, yet otherwise it's pretty similar to the E5, does not really have the armor, but it's a really nice tank. I really enjoy playing it, even though it's a bit harder to play than the E5 as it does not have the special consumables either, but also you won't get armor wrecked every second shot. Okay, with this team going like mostly to the left side, but being very passive, he decides to not take too many risks and goes for this bush here to get in the first shot. He now has the option to go for the left corner as there's not too much in front of him, only the STB was spotted. Some enemies are also spotted on the right side. He could have decided to go for the right side also. Now his team is also turning to the right side. I guess he notices this in this kind of situation here and is a bit too afraid to go for the far left, as he does not really have the information about what else might be in front of him over there, and he might just get rushed without having a lot of backup. He sees the M46 is alone on the right side. He decides to help the Leopard here and focuses the STB though, the running target, as he can get a free shot. The M46 is not able to escape. This might help in a lot of cases, shooting those enemies first that are running away from you and going for those after them that are just in front of you and not able to run. Messed up the shot here a bit, but he didn't really want to stop here as he doesn't want the pattern to escape from him and decides to take him out. But his team is suffering. He already lost 3 teammates while he did like 2k damage. He was holding up the left flank, but it seemed like in the beginning his team was coming with him. Yet they decided to move around. In this case he should have actually shot an AP here to maybe get the track. It was a bit risky to go for the HG. And he can now handle the Grille 15, which is an easy target hull down against an E6. He does have the DPM, he does have the turret and the gun depression, while the Grille will struggle a lot. He does have to take him out. The Grille is isolated. Somehow his teammates, the medium that was with him, also died. He now is in 1v1. There is a heavy from his team on the other side, which is alone against 4 tanks. So he has to decide, okay, what to do next. He could move up and try to get in some shots while the E100 is still getting focused. He can shoot the enemies before they are turning for him. But now he also has to consider taking a safer position. In this kind of situation, when you are facing multiple enemies at once, in the end, you have to think about where do you want to fight them. You have to control the environment and fight them one by one. Sometimes it is worth going for some enemy and taking out the enemy by taking some risks and going for a push, but he has to run away now. His teammates are already blaming the others, but never mind, let's not focus on that. He is deciding to go over here. He does have a hull down position, can see whenever somebody is coming from the right side. Also, he does have view on the left side. Enemies would need a long way, they have a long distance to travel until they would reach him, and that is exactly what he wants. He does have a nice hull down position. He is able to put out some shots before the enemies arrive and can now focus on the E100, which is an easy target down there. He can just farm him with heat, while the E100 would have to penetrate the cupola. It is really hard for him to penetrate. There is one shot behind. Mark decides or tries to take him out, but is not able to yet, and keeps farming the E100, because if the E100 would get close with this huge amount of hit points, then he would have, or Mark would have, a problem, and the E100 could easily push him. A few lags here, I'm sorry for that. That's not because of my recording, those were on the replay already. I don't know if Mark had ping there. He could take out the K91. He was going aggressive. STB is in a good hull down position, so he decides to avoid him. Get some distance again, move to the other side, And there still is the Jag, which is pretty much full. SCB is a one-shot, E100 is a one-shot, and Chieftain is a one-shot. So that's already looking good for him. He's at 6k damage almost, and can or has to focus on the one-shots. Tries to also, of course, punish the Jag. Whenever he has a shot, he goes hurt. Yet he does have 2 tanks behind him, 2 tanks in front of him. Very bad situation for him. Manages to take out 1. Jag is going in. He can circle him. He can circle him like this. Still, he is going for the one shot while staying behind the Jag. Very clever decision there. Goes over the ridge again and tracks the Jag in place so he doesn't turn on time. He now has to try to take out the E100, and he does. Very nice one there. Now it's only the Jag versus him. Even though Mark is a one-shot, he does have very better mobility. And also with the gun depression and the turret, he does have a huge advantage against the Jag. Even though the Jag would only need one shot, he had to penetrate him with AP. He goes for an HG. And it is too late for him. If the Jag managed to HG him before, then Mark would not have a chance, as it would only take 2 HGs. GG there. Very nice game. Epic 1v5 carry. 8,650 damage. That is Hall of Fame #1. So thanks for sending that in. Awesome game. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet, and see you on the next time.